Boy, have y'all been to the movies lately? Now, if you haven't, I need you to get your ass up and take your ass to the movies this weekend. Bro, I possibly seen the best movie of 2025. I know it's the best movie of 2025 so far, but they saying this shit potentially gonna be the best movie of 2025, period, with the Thunderbolts and Superman coming out. Now that's crazy. Hey, now, hold on, because we gotta get spooky for a second. Bro, we got Sinners on deck today in Mac Views, alright? Before we get into all of that, a little sip of that tequila in that handy dandy notebook. Now, like I said, we got Sinners on deck today. Michael B. Jordan, Ryan Coogler, masterpiece. This movie was a pure masterpiece all the way from the movie sets that they had, the lenses that they chose to use just to shoot this film. It made me feel like I was literally in Mississippi in 1932. The movie is taking place in 1932. Okay, so you got to get that in your mindset. Hey, times was a little rough for our people then, so it's gonna be some harsh language. They gonna be saying nigga and lot, so buckle your seatbelt. All right, now let's get into it. IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, now Rotten Tomatoes, what I noticed, you came out and gave it 100% at first, and then your ass backtracked and went to 97. I don't know what you took 2 little points away from. And then IMDb came with an 8.2 out of 10. I don't even know. I don't know how you can just have everybody else saying how bomb this shit is, and then IMDb just said, fuck it, like, nah, we just gonna come up under the spectrum, and we not gonna give them what they deserve. Mac Views is gonna get this a 10, man. I'm gonna give this a 10, man. Like I say, this is possibly the best movie of 2025. Right now, the movie kicks off with Sammy walking his ass into the church. Now, the boy done look like he done had a rough night, and he done been took behind the shed. All right, now he got scratches all on his face. He clutching the guitar, holding on for dear life. They singing "This Little Light of Mine," and that's an important little piece in there. Now, after they show that, he all bloodied up, it pop up one day earlier. So keep in mind, this whole 2-hour movie, fam, it take place in one goddamn day. And when I seen that, I was sitting there like, bro, how they gonna crunch all this together and make this a good film? Ryan Coogler said, don't worry about it, dummy, I got it. This was a stupid, dumb banger. The way the movie was put together, the storyline, just everything. Keep in mind, everybody going in know that this is a vampire movie. But you don't even see no vampires or any mention of one until a good 40 minutes in the movie. Back to it. Now, after they show Sammy, played by Miles Canton, it cuts to the one day earlier, right? And now he's done, picking his cotton. Remember, 1932, so he got plantations going on. He shoots straight to his daddy church. His daddy is a preacher. He tell his daddy that he gonna go hang with his cousin. The Stack twins are back. That's Michael B. Jordan's characters. He tell his daddy, I'm going to go hang with them. His daddy tell him, hey boy, you better be careful dancing with the devil. He might follow you home one day. You know what I'm saying? That is very key note that his daddy told him, and he not even understanding what goes on. Now, when it came to the introduction of the twins, bro, they did the coldest shit. All right, they come back in town, they trying to buy a juke joint. They getting one from this white man named Hog. All right, now, it turned out Hog fat ass was in the Klan. You gonna figure that shit out later, but the Stack twins tell that boy, like, look, hey, money good. After we give you this shit, I don't want to see none of your fucking flunkies on this side. Don't come over here to the juke joint. If any of y'all step on the property, anything white, anything pale skinned, we blowing that shit down. Alright? We blowing your shit down. Dude made the agreement and he skedaddled. Now, how Ryan Coogler and them did this masterpiece, they broke down every character to you. You get a small piece of every character. You know what I'm saying? And the first up is like the Smokestack twins. When they split up, Smoke is more of the businessman, right? That's how you're gonna be able to tell them apart. And plus, he wear red and one wear blue. You know what I'm saying? Stack grilled the fuck out. All right, now Stack grilled out. He more of the people person. You know, the life of the party type. They both some killers, so by any means, don't get it fucked up. They gon' get to what they need to get to. But one's a businessman, one is more loose with it. Now, they split up. Smoke job was to go in town. He gonna rile up the food, the signs, and this is where we first meet the Asians. All right, now the Asians back in the 1930s had migrated down to Mississippi, so that was an important piece that they put in the movie anyway. The Asians was one of the only people that would feed the black people back in that time in that area, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's how detailed this shit is. Little details like that make you appreciate the movie even more when you go back and do some research about it. Now, the Asian family are one-stop shop. And Smoke is a bad motherfucker. Somebody touches this man's truck while he trying to get supplies and the fish and the sign and the food and shit for the juke joint. They touch this man's truck. He go outside. He recognize him. Bro, he still shoot him. Bro said, and I quote, "I can't have nobody walking around saying they almost robbed the Smokestack twins." Bro, imagine shooting your goddamn cousin and telling him, "Hey, my bad, fam. But you know, I can't have you out here ruining my name." Bro, that was some gangster shit, and he did it so calm. And then went in there and paid the Asians to patch them up. Hey, patch them niggas up, fam. I'll see y'all tonight. Bring the fish and shit. After that, he swooped through and go get his woman, Annie. Now, Annie, that Wami, she played the hell out that role, and she's really one of the most key important people in this whole thing. She's more like the spiritual person, the tarot card reader. You know what I'm saying? They had a history back before he left. They actually had a baby that passed away, and they never explained that shit. So don't ask me. I don't know. They didn't explain that, but what ended up happening while he visited her, she asked him, like, "You still got that mojo bag I gave you?" He like, "Yeah." He like, you still need that? He gone and get him some. Meanwhile, Stack is back in the city. He at the train station. His job is to rile up the talent. He already got Nephew in the car. He already figured out Nephew can blow. You know what I'm saying? Nephew done gave him a little piece, but this is where they meet Slim. Delta Slim, played by Delroy. All right, now they meet him. He over there with the harmonica and stuff, and they got to convince him because he working for the white folks already. He's saying that they spot is gonna be open way past what you got going on. Stack got that money. He a slick talker. You know what I'm saying? And while he's sitting there talking, spitting that game, he got Nephew, he got Slim, like, "Hey, give him a little piece." You know what I'm saying? Give him a little piece. Now, down at this train station is the first time that we get introduced to Haley Steinfeld and Jamie Lawson character, Pearline and Mary. Now, Stack and Mary got some shit going on. You can already tell that there's something there, you know what I mean? She get to shooting shit at him. You wasn't there, back and forth. I ain't gonna tell you. I don't want to tell you everything, fam, because I really want y'all to go see this movie. But I'm gonna give you little tidbits. I feel like I'm spoiling a lot of it for y'all already. So let me reveal back. Now that we got all the game, we got the whole game together. Let's take it to the juke joint. Now, when Nephew get to blowing, when they summon Nephew, now you got to keep in mind he's the preacher's son. This man is a virgin at this time. I think he is really like a secret key to this whole movie. And I want y'all to let me know in the comments after y'all see it, or if you already seen it, what you think about it. But I think nephew was a big key. People could sing, but that man could sing. And they was talking about the moment he started blowing, everybody got loose. Like he made a diss song to his daddy, and it really channeled the ancestors, fam. That's when Coogler really got in his bag, and he got to connecting all of the music from the different genres all the way through, fam. That was a musical masterpiece. And if anything, at certain points of this movie, while they rocking out like that, you remember that old African American painting that your granny and them used to have on the wall of all the black people dancing at the juke joint, getting it in? Bro, the juke joint was for us and our people. So you got to just think of all the music, the ancestors they were showing, and nephew was really bringing the house down so much where it seemed like it was summoning different spirits. And then that's where, boom, shit get to going wild. Nephew, Perline, he go in to take her to the room. He go in there and do his, get in there and do his thug thizzle. Mind you, he was a virgin. She is married, come to find out. Sleeping with a married woman. You already know what kind of spirits that can bring. After that, she turned up. Now she on stage, bouncing and flipping and flopping. I didn't even know she could sing, fam. It was no indication that she was finna do that until she got a box ate up and beat up. Now, after she did that, it really burnt the house down, fam. Like, and after that, this is where we get Remy coming in here. They stroll they happy ass up, and they trying to, you know, as the vampires, they first came off, they just trying to come in and party, but they white. You know what I'm saying? Even though he got the Irish thing going for him, they white. They like, nah, bro, you're not coming in here. So they tell him no. Basically, they tell him no before all hell break loose. Now, there's certain little parts in there that led up to some shit you already seen in the trailer by now that Mary's stupid ass get bit. Now that was the one. That part gonna piss you off because that was just dumb. I seen that shit happen. But one key thing about it is you got to be invited back in. As the vampires, you got to be invited into the house. So it's gonna be some bullshit. And of course, you see, like that's one thing that pisses me off about these movies. Like, bro, stop putting all the good shit in the trailers. Like, I knew she was gonna bite the shit out of one of the brothers, and she did. Of course, Stack Ass turned into a vampire. That happens. Like, bro, stop putting all the good shit in the trailers. Like, I really wish these movies would get their shit together. Now, as far as after that type of shit happened, you know, pretty much regular vampire shit happened after that. You know what I'm saying? People gonna get bit. A lot of shit gonna happen. Like, you know, and then, okay, one thing that I felt like was real rushed. Okay, I'm gonna let you know, Delta Slim, he one of the cool niggas, he one of the funny niggas in this movie. He gonna get his ass ate on like some sacrifice shit. I felt like that was rushed. I felt like that was really rushed. They didn't really let fam get busy over there. As big as this black nigga, you mean to tell me that he just on some human sacrifice? Oh, just take me. Nah, bro. No, bro. No, bro. But overall, like I say, this movie is a masterpiece. It is a real masterpiece. It's a lot of art in this movie. And like one thing that they did do, as an Irishman, they really tried to have Remick, the vampire, connect with the black people and try to make it seem like, you know, hey, we don't see no color over here. You know what I'm saying? We down. We all one community. You know what I'm saying? Kept trying to play with the music thing, and like I said, nephew ass was pure in this. He was pure before he got his munch on. I'm not sure if his singing, because Remy gonna tell him something. I don't want to give up exactly what he gonna say to him, but he gonna tell him something that's how powerful his singing is. That's how deep that shit is. And as you know, it's a difference between people that can sing and people that can sing. That boy can sing. Alright? You need to check out this movie. But more importantly, you need to appreciate how they took their time with it for the most part, except for that bullshit I told you where they rushed and had him sacrificed. You need to know that it is 2 credits after. It's a mid-credit scene and a post-credit scene. Don't just get your ass up and run up out the movie theater. Alright, sit down. You should be used to doing this shit by now because both Marvel and DC movies have the same thing going. Alright? I'm interested to know because to me, my prediction is they're going to do a part 2. It leaves room for a part 2. And at worst, it leaves room for Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler to step into the horror lane and do a little bit more. They both did a great job. That's how you play 2 fucking twins at the same time. I ain't seen no shit that good except for last time. Lindsay Lohan did it best. Okay? Lindsay Lohan did the twin shit the best. Now they came in and they really mastered that shit. I didn't feel like I was watching the same person and it was just dry. Like the fucking monkey. They need to take some notes. Okay? Now, like, subscribe, share the content. I want y'all to talk to me in the comments. Let me know if you think that this movie was a great movie. I think it was an amazing movie. Me personally, like I said, I appreciate the art. I appreciate the music that they had in there. I appreciate the historic facts that they had in there. And it really had you thinking. And then the fighting scenes and the blood scenes was great as well. And yo, I told y'all I was finna upgrade. I told y'all I was finna keep on doing some, like, look at my, check out my shit. Let me, bro, look at this. Look, I'm turning up in here. I'm turning up in here as the space allow. As we keep on turning up, we're gonna keep on doing more. I keep trying to tell y'all, I was just tuning in. I got my action figures coming in. All my shit was delayed because of terrorists. Fucking terrorists, man. Like, share, subscribe. I'm your boy, Rob Mack. Appreciate you for tuning in to Mac Views.